Okay, the intro takes way too. It takes way too long. Let's just get right to it. How about that? I could just jam. I know I jam to that music all the time. I probably watched like the live loop like all the time. Anyway, I just wanted to give do like a quick live stream because I goofed up. I had a little blooper tonight. You may have got an alert on your mobile devices, your email. I don't know, whatever. I put out a video. It was supposed to be for my best friend's kid. My best friend, he's been my best friend since I was 10 years old. His kid had a YouTube channel, and I was trying to I was trying to be cool to his kid, like do a little video on my channel, have it, on my channel so he could see it. It wasn't supposed to be live. It wasn't supposed to be published like publicly. It was supposed to be unlisted. But I had a little blooper, and I accidentally published it live to the public, to the world, and some of you guys saw that. I just wanted to explain that because like Kev Runs on Duncan was like, bro, did you get hacked? I'm like, nah, I'm an idiot and I goofed up. I just goofed up. That was all. That was it. But now that I have you all here, what's up? Let's do some AMA. I got a little bit of time. It's been not really a hot minute. Why not? We got time. Did I look at other office spaces too? No. Here's some exciting news, y'all. I just signed some paperwork today, and I'm going to be moving my studio and my office that's located in my garage at my house to an actual office, like actual studio office space. Excuse me, which I'm really stoked about because I finally get to get out of my house. I haven't been out of my house like working in like 3 freaking years. So I'm super stoked about that. Do you think a hacker would post Zach's face on a video? Yeah, bro. Deep fakes are a thing. Somebody would love to deep fake me all day long. Come on, for sure. Is there a Dunkin'? There's not a Dunkin' around, but that's okay. There are other coffee locations around. But yeah, so anyway, I'll have some office space. I could probably, if I could figure out, how, what's this thing called? Streamlabs works. I could probably show you. Because I'm, super stoked about it. I'm just so excited to get out of my house. You guys have no idea, how amazing that's going to be. Some of you have an idea. I gotta put this in here. Here we go. Oh, wonderful. Yay. Look, here's the office space right here. This is what I'll be moving into. This is what I'll be moving the studio into, which I'm so freaking excited. It'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful. Here it is. It used to be like a head shop. And they, sold like bongs and like drug paraphernalia there. So that would explain the reefer leaves on there. But yeah, I'll be moving into this office space hopefully by the end of the month. Hopefully. But this is the view that I get. There's a window there, which I'm super, super stoked about. Like, the window probably sold the deal for me because I get to look out to this beautiful riverfront. But yeah, I get to get out of my house. You guys have no idea. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. Glorious. In other news, though, let's share some other news. I'm gonna transition back to the live chat here real quick. Announce some other news that I wasn't like planning on announcing yet, but we'll do it anyway since we're here. Because why not? Because we can. Yeah. Well, there we go. Oh, hang on. I gotta. Nope. There we go. Sorry, I'm adjusting my screens and stuff here. That's not easy to do when you're like trying to do it live and talk to you guys and stuff, and you guys probably don't even care. Like, who's this guy like live streaming from this YouTube channel that I don't even care about anymore because he doesn't post any relevant videos anymore ever? Who's this scrub? Sorry, I'm laughing at my own expense here, guys. If I can't laugh at myself, then that could be a problem. Anyway, I want to announce. I don't know why that looks like that. I'm gonna have to go yell at our peeps. Oh no, maybe it's my browser. It's probably my browser. Let's do a refresh. Next Gen T Live. That's coming up December 10th and 11th. And I will be hosting day number 2. And day number 2 for this, it's a conference. It's a live conference. We're going to have some really awesome speakers there. We'll scroll down here. Here's some of the speakers that we have lined up. We're trying to line up some more right now. But day 2, I'll be the host of day 2, which I'm super stoked about because day 2 is all about like careers and helping people with their careers and stuff like that. So I'll be having another video on this soon, like a real video. We'll talk about it. But just to let you guys know, you guys can go sign up for it. NGT.live. It's not like a official thing or whatnot. But hey, it's out there. Yeah, register for free. Go right now. Go register right now. I need my link so that I get credit for it, because it would be better. Is my wife excited to get the garage back? Yeah, she's actually very excited to park her car in the garage again, which I can't blame her, I guess. I did take over the garage. So seriously, it's just AJ. You just found my channel through my CompTIA videos. Great content. Keep it up. You're welcome. Glad you found me. Hope that I can help you. How does working remotely work as a network engineer? Well, typically when you're working remotely as a network engineer, you still more than likely most of the time have to be within X amount of miles or X amount of time to said location in case you have to go in and, like plug in a cable or unplug a cable or, change out a switch or a router or something. But other than that, it can all be done remotely, other than like actually having to go in on a rare occasion to touch a physical device, which doesn't happen too often nowadays. It's more than possible to work remotely as a network engineer. Like, everything is remote nowadays. Welcome to 2020, where we went remote in the matter of like 2 days because, pandemics and whatnot. Good times. Good times. You just got your Hacker Halted shirt. I don't have a Hacker Halted shirt. Freedom for Zach, yes. I'm so excited to be getting out of my house. Like, so incredibly stoked to be getting out of my house. You have no idea. Anyway, I just figured I'd, pop in and be like, hey, I screwed up earlier and published a video that I wasn't supposed to publish because I'm a freaking idiot. This wasn't supposed to be like a normal live stream by any means. But if y'all got some questions, I don't know, there's like 20 people here. Like, you got questions? Isn't that funny? 169,000 subscribers and then 23 people show up. It's because the channel is dead, yo. Actually, I have some other very exciting news here that I can't announce yet, but I can definitely hint towards, and that's that we have a new host for the IT Career Questions channel. I'll be doing an official announcement on who that host will be very, very soon, but I promise you guys will love it. I promise you that you know who this person is, and you will love this person. I'm so incredibly excited to have this person hosting the channel. which is, yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. Like, I'm so stoked for this person. I can't say the person yet, but it'll be exciting. So you guys will actually see more videos on this channel that are actually relevant to, you know, IT career questions, because this person is actually very, very excited about doing videos here. So that's what's up. What do I think about Azure shirts? I mean, I think like they're great. I think they're wonderful. Are they great and wonderful for your area though? I can't say that. Go on Indeed and check to see like what certifications people are looking for in your area. Maybe there's more AWS than Azure. I don't know. Hard to say. How many servers can I fit in that new office space? I don't know. Probably quite a few. But that would be loud, man. I'm trying to record videos there. I don't need a bunch of servers and switches running in the background. Like, I'll have those. I'll have those switches there. And I'll actually have them plugged in and running this time, because I'll have a little bit more space, so it won't be as loud. But these things are loud as hell. Like, if you guys have never plugged in a switch before and had a switch running within, you know, like arm's length of you, they're very loud. And those are like older switches, so I feel like they're even more loud, because those fans they're really trying to put in work, you know. They're putting in a lot of work, so they're loud. Does NextGen help with cloud roles? We are going to be moving into that space hopefully very, very soon. I'm hoping, but as of right now, no. As of right now, NextGen does networking and security, which they're great. Their networking stuff is phenomenal because they got Jacob Hess, and I love him. Jacob, he's the man. I love that guy. I'm telling you, he did this training it was 2 weeks ago now, this live training, because we do live training. We have like recorded videos and whatnot. We have our whole like internal platform, but we always do live training weekly. And we had like 100-something students on this Saturday, and he was going over the OSI model, and I'm telling you, he explained that OSI model better than anybody ever has in my entire life. Like, it was fantastic. You know what, Brandon B? I bet you Jacob Hess explaining subnetting probably would be phenomenal. There's probably subnetting video on the NextGen YouTubes. We could look that up. It's probably pretty old, but anyway. AWS is the market leader in the cloud for sure. DBA? What about a DBA? Do I know if the VA will cover CompTIA certs? Probably not, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about the VA, yo. What do I think about? What do I think of digital forensics? I mean, what about it? What do you want to know? What I think about it? Sure, it's fine. Like, what do you want to know? Can definitely recommend that book. What book? Did I miss something? Oh, there's a book called Computer Forensics InfoSec Pro Guide. I would recommend it. Kev Runs on Duncan and Allie recommend that book, so I'm guessing it's probably a pretty good book. You should probably look into that book. What's going on, Braden? I'm checking the NextGen channel for this subnetting video for you, bro. Oh, yeah, look at it. Subnetting Made Easy, Part 1. Hold up.
Signified by...
It's old, though. It's from literally from 10 years ago. What do I think about Red Hat Linux? I think Linux in general is fantastic and wonderful. But, Brandon, there's the first video for Subnetting Made Easy, Part 1 from 10 years ago. I'm sure it's phenomenal. I'm sure there's a better version of this now that I would love to share. We'll work on that. Hey, give me a quick shout out. All right. Hey, I gave you a quick shout out, Park. What's up, bro? Or sis, or whatever you identify as. I don't discriminate. Okay, because you're in college right now, junior year, thinking of what to do. What were you thinking of doing, Missy? I don't know. Did you ask about? You asked about the digital forensics. Yeah, go check out that book that Allie and Kev Runs on Duncan talked about. Park's been studying the CCNA for the last 3 months, about to take it next month. Finally took you 4 days to master subnetting. Yeah, subnetting is not easy by any means. Like, that's why they make the subnetting calculators, right? Like, you need to know subnetting to pass these exams, but like once you get out into like the real world of IT, like, I mean, if you master subnetting, then you probably wouldn't typically need a subnet calculator, but they exist for a reason, because subnetting can be very, very difficult. So that's what's up. Is that great explanation on the OSI model on video? You're currently studying for the Security Plus. Manny, so I'm actually working on getting that published on the Next Gen T channel. I want to publish that entire live session that he did for our students, where he went over the OSI model, because I'm telling you, like, I sat down in there. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, I wasn't sure what I was expecting when I sat down. And then, like, he just started talking, and I was like, oh, this makes sense. Like, this makes complete sense. I love the way that you're describing this. And I'm not just saying that because, I work there. I'm saying it because, legitimately, I've probably watched at least 20 videos of somebody explaining the OSI model, because I feel like everybody says something different with it. The way that he described it actually made sense. I was like, oh, this is good stuff. Brandon B., you're trying to get your CCNA before the new year? Good luck, bro. Good luck. But you are my motivation speaker in the beginning of my IT career. You're welcome, man. Good luck, bro. It's so great to see me cheery. I am so much happier now. Like, so much happier. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. I will be so, like, 10 times happier than I am right now, like, once I get out of this space that I'm in. Like, once I get out of my house and go to work every day in an office, like, that'll probably be, like, the most phenomenal thing of my entire life right now. Even with, our entire country going to lockdown, I will still go into the office because I got to, for my sanity. Oh, hey, Allie, you announced it in the the Discord today, but now I'm announcing it here. You know what's coming. You're not going to have time to respond because, there's such a delay there. So, if you all don't know, now you know. Allie, Allie's in the blue in our chat down there. Allie's been around forever. Allie has taken over the Learn Cybersecurity channel. She has. I'm no longer part of the Learn Cybersecurity channel. Allie has taken over there, and she's going to be doing some phenomenal things over there. So if you haven't already subscribed to that channel, I'd definitely go subscribe to it, because it'll be pretty legit. Sorry. Papa. Oops. Don't be mad. There's only like 30 people here, Allie, so I'm not spoiling nothing really, like, you're good. You're good. It's alright, I love you. Braden, so for high school, I'm taking a Cisco class learning OSI model etc. I don't know where exactly I want to go. I'm really interested in software development, but also interested in networking. So you got a question there? You want to know what's better? You want to know which one you should do? That's typically like where people go from that question. And my answer to you, if that's what you're going to ask me, Braden, if you're going to ask me which one's better or which one you should do, you should probably do whatever interests you the most. But there's just like this really cool thing about IT where you can start in one area of IT and end up in a completely different area of the IT field like 5 to 10 years later. So you could like start off as a software developer, and then, like 5 years later, you could be like, man, I think I should have went down like the networking route. And then you can just switch. Like you can get like a CCNA certification, and you can start, gearing up to make that switch, because like IT is just like this really unique field where it's really easy to transition from one area to another. Maybe not easy. I shouldn't say easy, because it can be difficult to still transition, but it's doable. Like you can do that. Like it's so fun. It's so crazy. Because like once you start getting experience, like your possibilities are freaking endless. Like endless. TM, you have an interview with Next Gen T on next Thursday, thanks to you. Oh, that's awesome, TM. I do wish you luck, brother. I wish you luck. Or sister, I don't know. Will I be teaching? I won't be teaching, but I will be involved with like student coaching, working with students. You'll find I will be, I guess, teaching somewhat on our Next Gen T YouTube channel, but you're not going to find me inside of the platform because I'm going to leave that to the experts for sure. But you will see me there. You will definitely see me there. So please reach out when you get there because that'll be freaking awesome. But yeah, good luck to you again. John, what should you get first, AWS certification or CCNA? You love the money for AWS, but also love hands-on networking. Well, John, I think I kind of answered that question in what I was saying with how IT goes. So, like AWS and CCNA are like two different worlds, right? That's a hard question, man. Now you didn't stump me, but I feel like it's a hard question to answer because they're both good. They're both great certifications to have. And Brandon and Kev Runs at Duncan are answering that question for you right now. I think, let's see, Brandon says CCNA will help you with AWS, basic networking, and knowing how the machines talk to each other. That's very valid. And then Kev Runs on Duncan says, you shouldn't be concerned about the money of it. Be concerned about what you want to or need to learn. You need networking to do cloud stuff anyways. So there you go. Sounds like you should go for the CCNA first. Probably be a good idea. I mean, they're both great. I totally agree with what they're saying with the CCNA and having some of the networking skills and knowledge that's going to help you with AWS for sure. Not really they're two different worlds, bro. You got the cloud and then you got networking. I can see what you mean that they're interconnected and intertwined. But when I look at it from a standpoint that, like a certification, like it feels like they're two different worlds, I feel like the cloud is just everything, right? Like that's kind of what it boils down to, really, right? Like the cloud has everything and you need to know all of the things. Like, are you proficient in the securities? Are you proficient in Windows or Linux administration? And then yes, are you proficient in networking? Because those are all part of the cloud, like when it comes down to it. So yeah, I feel you though. I feel you, bro. I love you, Brandon B. Got a heart for you, bro. Heart for you. I got a heart for all you guys. Love you all. QO, you applied for Next Gen T. Good luck. Good luck. I hope everything works out for you, man. Park, you're 3 years into doing system admin. You're pretty good with networking in general, and you decide to finally get your CCNA. Network is relatively very important and fundamental moving for more advanced, for sure. Cloud is interconnecting of machines networking. Yes. I feel what you're saying. I think I tend to try to dumb things down in my head when I'm trying to reiterate it to people so that I'm not going over their heads too much. But yes, I feel you. I got you. Brandon B's right. How about that? You want me to say that, Brandon? You're right. You're right, bro. I'm wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, Network Plus would probably. I mean, why would you? I hate having the conversation about Network Plus and CCNA because you know how I feel about that. Silliness. It's totally silliness. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah. So this live stream was really just because I screwed up and published a video earlier that I wasn't supposed to publish. It was supposed to be a joke with my best friend and for his kid. They finally just watched the video. They say that's awesome. That's awesome. You hate being right? You hate being the smartest person in the room, Brandon? Is that what you're telling me? Although, I don't know, Brandon. If you got some competition with Kev Runs on Duncan for the smartest person in the room. Network Plus took you 3 weeks to get it. You're 4 months into studying the CCNA. Yeah, well, should have just went for the CC. No, I'm just kidding. I'll keep my mouth shut. Congratulations, though. After being laid off from Harley Davidson due to COVID, you're deciding to get into the tech industry. Words of advice. Good luck. I mean, that's not like words of advice. Words of advice, like, I have so much advice about that. That's literally what this entire channel is dedicated to, is giving you advice on getting started, ideally. You can do it. You just start somewhere, man. Like, just start somewhere. Like, anywhere. It doesn't matter where. It does matter where, but it doesn't matter where at the same time. I'm confusing. I know. The point of that is, like, do some research, like, look into some of the different roles in IT, like what some people do. So, like, you can look at, like, system administration, like cloud, like engineering, network engineer, like security, programming. You know, like, there's all these different subsets of IT. Like, start looking at different videos on the YouTube of people, like, talking about their job and what they do, and see which one interests you the most. Like, see, like, you know, are the things that they're doing or talking about, like, are they exciting for you? That's where I would start. I would just try to find the area that, like, is suited for you the best. And if you can't find that area, if you have, like, no freaking idea what you want to do, I mean, you can start off at the help desk, right? Like, you can go get your CompTIA A+ certification, and then you can start working help desk for a little bit until you figure out, like, what it is that you want to do. And, like, the help desk is so cool because, like, you get all these different technologies and cool things thrown your way, and you get to learn about them, like, at a very fundamental level. But you, like, get to understand, like, what are the things that you enjoy more than others, you know? Like, if we're in a help desk and you're getting, you know, issues with the network thrown your way, and you have to go troubleshoot, like, you know, why isn't this computer able to connect to the network? Why isn't this computer able to talk to this website? And, you know, if that doesn't interest you, like, well, maybe that's like a very bad example of, like, networking, but I'm just trying to lay it down at a fundamental level again. So you just kind of have to explore. And I don't want that to, like, sound overwhelming to you, because by no means don't let that be overwhelming to you. There's definitely a lot of great starting points. You know, like the company that I work for called Next Gen T. We do training that really, it's more or less like hands-on, like real world skills training. So we've taken people who've had, like, little to no experience at all working in IT or knowledge with technology, and we've taken them and we've turned them into IT professionals. Like, some of them, you know, are working as network engineers. They're working as, you know, lots of other crazy jobs. You'd have to go 0toengineer.com. I'm gonna post that in the link, because this is gonna show you, like, all the, like, not all of the people, but the people who felt comfortable enough to get on camera and talk about, like, the experiences they went through. I'm gonna go to that page so I could read off some of them, right? So here, like, the first one, Stephanie Coke, before she was a customer service supervisor, and now she's an IT systems engineer. The next person, Craig Fowler. Why am I not sharing my screen? Zach, you should share your screen. Why didn't somebody tell me? Look at, now I'm sharing my screen. Look at that. Yay. Look at Craig Fowler. Before, he was a plumber. Now he's a network operations center engineer. This guy was an IT administrator. Now he's a network engineer. So he just wanted to make a transition, right? Same with this guy. He was a network engineer. Now he's an IT security engineer. He went through our security program. You know, look at this guy. He was a casino dealer. Now he's a field service engineer. You know, look, this dude was unemployed, and now he's a cloud engineer, right? Like, this is just, like, an example. And I'm not trying to, like, say, hey, you know, go do this because I work there. I'm trying to say, like, hey, like, this has worked for people. So if you're, like, confused about something, go check us out at Next Gen T. That's it. That's literally what it boils down to. You want to figure out a way to, like, get into the field? Pow. Like, here's examples of people. Look at this dude right here. Before, he was a chemical operator. Now he's a network engineer at Google. He went through our program. Like, that's cool. There's all these examples of all these people. Like, it's, you know, it's legit. But our program, like, it takes dedication. You definitely have to be dedicated to it, because it's like a 24-week program, and we run you through, you know, not only do we run you through, like, the technical skills, you'll get a certification, But like the certification doesn't matter because we focus on like those real world skills that like actually matter in the field and like stuff that you can put on your resume as experience. Like we give you projects to do that will like make the biggest difference when you're putting that on your resume and going into an interview. You'd be like, yo, I set up this entire network. I set up 2 networks as projects for this company right here. Like I know what I'm talking about because I've actually done it. I've actually had that hands-on experience and done these things. Whereas if you go and just study for a certification, like, yeah, you understand like those technologies, you understand, some of the fundamentals, if you will, of those or specifics of those, different certifications, like the CCNA, right? Like you're gonna know a lot about Cisco networking, but just studying for a certification, you're not gonna do any projects unless you figure out ways to do that, right? So anyway, I'll stop plugging my company that I work for, even though I'm really excited about working there. So sorry, Terry and Jacob, I can't talk about you guys all the time, bros, but I still love you. I still love what we're doing. But that's there. You guys know what to do. That's there. So if you're confused, like I think that's a great place where you can go look at and start. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know. You guys got any more questions? This is just like a random off the cuff like live stream because I goofed up earlier. So if you got questions, I'll stay here for another 4.5 minutes. I don't know. I just came up with a random number in my head. You notice that every people has passed, job, or graduate. Can an undergraduate also apply? Yes, anybody can apply. Anybody and everybody can apply. Like there is nothing holding you back. Are the classes part-time, meaning you can work your full-time job and take classes? I mean, we have live training, like live sessions. Here, let me post the link. We have live training like twice a week or 3 times a week, I think it is. And those you would definitely want to come to, but we record them so you can like rewatch them. But what's cool about like the live training that we do is like you can actually ask questions like during that training. So if there's something you're confused about, like you can like raise your hand and be like, hey, can you like re-explain that or explain that in another way, or like you can do that in this type in our training. Like you don't get to do that when you're studying anywhere else for certifications, right? Like that's pretty cool. I typed that wrong. Let me delete my comment. Remove. I can't even type my own company's name. Next Gen T. Pow. There you go. That's the right link. My bad. I forgot what I was saying now. Somebody asked me a question. Yeah, so could you still work a full-time job and do this? I mean, yeah, it would be kind of difficult. Like, I'm not going to lie. You can do it for sure, but, it's 24 weeks, and it's like you got to be in it. You got to be in it to win it for sure, because it's not like, it's not something you can just kind of breeze through. You know what I mean? Like, we're there to hold you accountable. Zero to Engineer and Next Gen T the same. Yeah, Zero to Engineer is just kind of like our program that like we kind of like talk about, like that we take people from zero to engineer. So like the Zero to Engineer page, like it's just all of our past student, not all of our past students, some of our past students who've taken the time to talk with us about their experience with our program and like what they're doing and all that fun stuff. What is 24 weeks? It's the 24-week boot camp essentially. But anyway, back to the question, like you could work a full-time job and take classes. It's possible for sure. All the live sessions, like I said, that we do are recorded so you can watch them over again. I am sorry, like for the people out there who are still sticking around, I'm sorry that I turned this into like an advertisement for the company that I work for. But, I got to answer these questions. Park, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. Uva, you're just trying to figure out where to go in IT. Just started the Google IT certification. I mean, that's a great starting point. And I think, like, you know, the Google IT certification, I gave it a little bit of hate. I still don't think it's the best certification in the world to get you a job, but it's a great certification to give you some fundamental skills and knowledge that will help you maybe make a better decision on what you want to do, you know? So I think we're only taking people out of the U.S. right now. No shame. I mean, I gotta give my company the shout outs, you know, like, you know, I work there. They pay me dollars to, like, talk about stuff that I'm passionate about and excited about. Like, how does that happen? How? I have no idea how that happens, but I'm telling you, man, if you guys didn't watch the video where I talked about me quitting YouTube, even though, hey, I'm here right now, that was, like, the best. Like, the fact that, like, the CEO of NextGen reached out to me and I had a conversation with him. I had chills running down my body because he had me excited. He had me pumped up. Like, literally, in the very first conversation that I had with him, that we talked for about an hour or so. In that very first conversation, I was like, when are you hiring me? At the end of the conversation, like, that was my question. I was like, when am I hired? Because, like, that's how I felt that conversation went. Like, every single thing that we talked about, the way that we just, like, clicked, man, it was like... It was fate. That's what's up. It was fate. It was fate. I don't know. Anyway. My 4.5 minutes have been up. I'm sorry. I gotta go. But I am scheduling a live stream here soon with Jacob Hess from NextGen. He is the chief academic officer. He's also my boss, but he's also, like, one of the best trainers that I've ever seen in my life. I'm really excited to have him on this channel. I need to go yell at him right now. I'm gonna send him a Slack right now and be like, yo, where's he at? I'm gonna Slack him right now. Live stream right now, pumping everyone up about you coming on the show soon. I just told him. I was like, yo, bro, what's up? Anyway. Guys, if you can't tell, I'm really freaking excited. Things are changing in my life that I just, you know, I never thought I would be where I am today. I feel so much better than I did before, and I ain't gonna fucking lie to you. Oops, sorry. Sorry, YouTube. Now my whole video is demonetized. Son of a gun! Oh, sorry, YouTube. I still love you. Yeah, I was the most probably depressed I've ever been in my entire life before this, and now I feel like $1 million. So many things are changing in my life. Still, what's the cost? There's, like, different options. You can pay, like, upfront, or you can do what we call a income sharing agreement, which is something, like, completely different that nobody's doing. You just have to go look on the site. It's all on the site. I couldn't even tell you, like, the price off the top of my head, like, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. Why does the guns have a son? I don't know why the gun has a son. I don't know. What's up, Anis W? Go check the website, nextgent.com. There goes my 78 cents. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't get any super chats today. What's up with... No, just kidding. Don't super chat me. I don't want your super chats. Don't love YouTube. It's using you. You are using it. I mean, I love YouTube. YouTube's fantastic. I mean, I actually do love YouTube. Like, YouTube is like become one of the most valuable resources as an IT professional. Like, period. Like, legit. Like, you can watch any type of video that you want on any technology that you want, and tutorials and everything, right? Like, it's great. It's such a wonderful, valuable resource. And you have people like me who are trying to say, like, yeah, come work in IT because IT is fantastic. I'm here to pump you up for sure because, like, it's great. That's not... Anyway. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up to the live stream. I appreciate it. This was just completely random, but we'll have some stuff scheduled soon, and we'll talk about that, or you'll see that coming soon. And I think I'm going to have a new video coming out tomorrow, if I finally can get around to, like, re-recording, like, this one little section that I got to do. There'll be actually, like, a real video tomorrow. But anyway, love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Always keep learning, because that's one of the great things about IT. Like, get to learn a lot of new fun technologies. Anyway, I sincerely and genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys who come to these random live streams and chat with me and ask questions or just talk or contribute. Shout out to Brandon B, Kev Runs on Duncan, Allie. Shout out to Hijaji. I don't know if I said your name right, but thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Anyway.